friends, this is Heidi with Kiddos Corral, and today I'm going to show you guys how I make my chocolate peanut butter balls. Now I have had this requested because I mentioned that I actually make these as gifts, and I will say that at fall time I usually dip my peanut butter balls in white chocolate that I have dyed, or I should say put food coloring in, to make orange. But today I only have the milk chocolate or the almond bark to melt, so there will be no adding food coloring to it. You can add sprinkles to the tops of these. You can do a dip them in chocolate and then do a drizzle of white chocolate over the top. So honestly, depending on what occasion you're making these for, you can really be creative whenever making these. Another thing that you can do with peanut butter balls is when you get your mixture mixed to the consistency that you want, you can actually dip a I guess like a lollipop stick into chocolate and insert it into the center of these, and then when you put them in the refrigerator, that will set all of that together, and then you can dip them into chocolate and actually have these as pretty much as a peanut butter ball slash cake pop. So if you have a special event or somebody special you want to make that sweet treat for, like for a little birthday gift or something like that, when you make these, honestly, you have a lot of options with making these. So if you have any further questions about decorating or anything like that that I may not show in today's video, just leave me a comment down below and I'll be glad to get back with you with, I'll try to answer the very best I can. So inside this bowl, this is my KitchenAid mixer that's sitting here. I have a 1.5 cups of creamy peanut butter. I have never used organic peanut butter and honestly do not like the taste of organic peanut butter in a lot of recipes. So if before you guys ask me that question, I'm just going to tell you I've never personally used it, but hey, all of my recipes are for you guys to learn from and to make that any way that you would like to make it. Any type of alterations to it or add-ons, that is completely up to you. But I'm going to start out with a 1.5 cups of creamy peanut butter, and then I'm going to add in 1 stick of butter. Okay, and then I'm going to add in just a little teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm going to put my beater paddle on to my mixer. Hopefully I can talk today. I'm going to add it on here and I'm going to mix this up until it's nice and creamy. So now I have my mixture all combined. I want to add in 1 pound of powdered sugar. The powdered sugar kind of acts as a glue for your consistency to stick together. Now we're going to mix and put it on low speed when you start out, or it's going to poof and go everywhere. Now that my mixture is mixed all together, and as you can see, it clumped all together, and that is your obvious sign that you did everything right and that it's going to stick together to form balls. So I'm going to just take my hands, I'm not afraid of touching food, that's pretty much what I do all day, and take the peanut butter off of here to clean this up, and then I'm going to come back with a cookie sheet lined with wax paper. Okay, we're back. I cleaned up my area, and what you're seeing here is a wax paper covered cookie sheet. You can see that the mixture has mixed together to where it easily rolls together. You can see that It's not runny in any way and it sticks. Now you guys know, if you have watched me, that I am about uniformed food. So you guys know that I like things that are presentable and are even in size, especially desserts. So I have my handy dandy scooper here again. You guys know I use this for just about everything, including these. So the first thing I do is I scoop out a ball like that, and then I roll it with my hands. And there you go. You can see what it looks like. And then I place it onto the wax paper. And I'm going to continue to do this for all of this peanut butter mixture. It's very easy because it really works really well. And then once I get these all rolled out, I'm going to place this into the refrigerator for a couple of hours. Okay. There they are, all rolled out, and I'm going to pop these into the refrigerator for a couple hours. So I'll see you back in a jiff. Okay, we're back. And I just had some almond bark handy. I put it in the microwave for about 1 minute and 20 seconds. And as you can see, my chocolate is good and melted. Doesn't that look fabulous? Anyways, I've got my peanut butter balls down here. And basically all I do is I just drop my peanut butter ball into the chocolate. And I use a fork. I find that a fork works the best in getting coverage, and because it has the little slits, it allows for the excess chocolate to run off. Just like that. And then I take it and I put it onto my pan. And then I do the next one. And if you drip some chocolate, don't have a cow, it'll be all right. This is supposed to be the fun part anyways. And then I drop it onto the wax paper. I'm going to continue to do this until all of my peanut butter balls are covered with chocolate, and I'll be back to show you what they look like. Okay, now that I have all of the peanut butter balls covered in chocolate, I'm going to place them back into the refrigerator for about 15 minutes, and it'll just give the chocolate enough time to set up. Now, I wanted to also tell you, if you want a more glossy finish to your chocolate, meaning a more silkier or shinier texture, add a couple teaspoons of melted shortening to your chocolate. It will not take away from the flavoring of the chocolate, but it will make it really shiny if that is what you like. If you're going to add any type of sprinkles, nuts, coconut, anything like that to the outside of the chocolate, you want to go ahead and add that while your chocolate is wet, because once it sets, nothing's going to stick to it. So you want to add that during the time that your chocolate is still wet. So I'm going to place these into the refrigerator, and I'll be back in 15 minutes to show you what they look like. On a plate to serve them or whatever, whenever everybody wants to eat them. Now I will tell you that some of them look a little wonky. Reason is because I started running out of chocolate. So make sure that you buy enough almond bark that, you know, if you're not going to add any shortening to it, because see, I was out of shortening. I'm using the last of the almond bark because it is the end of the month. This is how they came out. But let me tell you, if they come out a little bit wonky, let me tell you something to do. Melt some white almond bark or some colored meltable chocolates from Michael's. Load it into a Ziploc bag, cut the corner off the Ziploc bag and drizzle it over the top. Nobody will notice your imperfections at all. I promise you, they will not. If you're scared of imperfections, add sprinkles, add coconut, add whatever you like to the tops of these. It will cover the imperfections, and then, you know, you don't have to worry about them. But if you're worried and concerned about the imperfections, honestly, make sure you have enough chocolate to go around. And secondly, add a little bit of shortening to make your chocolate shinier, and it'll be a little bit thinner, and it'll go on glossier and have a more professional finish. I just made these to show you guys how I make my peanut butter balls, and this is for my family, and doesn't matter to them what they look like because they are going to be delicious. Now I'm going to try one. You guys liked it when I tried my cheesecake, so I'm going to try. That's good. You guys see this? There we go. And remember, a little goes a long ways. These are really, really rich. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And if you have not subscribed, please do so and hit that like button.